Okay. So, the biggest concern I have for both of you is your power hits. You just almost never do them. Man, just switch to spectator.
I'm spectator?
Yeah, you're orange.
Oh wait, you need me to be blue?
I need you to be spectator.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay. So, the biggest thing is that whenever you guys are trying to go for a clear, here's what you guys end up doing. Alright? Say the ball is about to hover over net. Like, okay, and hit it to the side.
Right.
Even if you power hit it, it's not very effective. Well, if you're the last man back and it's your only choice, then yeah, go ahead and do it. That delays their pressure. But a lot of times I say pass, I'm mid-right, so I'm like mid-right pass, or whatever. I'm sitting right here, and what you're doing is you're putting the ball behind me, and then someone's just barely in front of me or whatever, or maybe on the wall already, and they just go up and get the ball, because it's behind me. Now, if you pass it directly to me, just by being aware of my position, it's like, I'm in ball cam right now.
Right.
And the ball is coming in from generally that angle. So, it's coming in from, like, say, roughly this angle, right? Well, you can easily see me, so you're like, okay, pass. And then now I can redirect it, or I can pass it back. It's just a much better move to direct pass it to your teammate. And say, for example, well, you're not going to hit it on the ground, right? If you're going to pass it in the air. All you really have to do is just lob it, or hit it off a bounce, and go, pass. And then I can take it. Now that was a bit kind of a low pass or whatever.
Right.
And it was kind of slow, so it'd probably be intercepted. A better pass would look more like this, where, okay, pass. That still kind of low. I'm having trouble with that.
Yeah, I have trouble with that too, because I hit it too soft when I do that.
No, it's just mainly because I don't have time to get in position. Now it's going to be too slow. I hate it. Okay, so, pass. Boom. Perfect.
Right.
Now, I was in the back of net, and that might not be representative, but the thing is typically you'll have a bounce in the game rather than a rolling ball coming at you, like some form of bounce, just be it small or large. So this is a small bounce, right? Pass. Done. But mainly, it's pass to get it to me. The main reason why you'd want to do that is because 3v3 is about pressure and control. If you have pressure against you, your main priority is to gain control and decrease the pressure of the opponent team. If you just clear it to the side or whatever, you might alleviate a little bit of pressure, only for them to be able to come right back and take it. So say, for example, you power hit this to the side or whatever, rather than behind me. Someone's going to go up the wall, hey, I got this ball. Well, but they're going to hit it back towards your net. And that's just bad. You don't want to give them control. You want your team to have control. So the best possible way to do that is to pass it to your teammate and make it easy on him. Pass, he takes it, he passes back, and then you can take it again. So that's your main priority, both of you, is to try and look for if your teammate's in front.
Try to hit it towards them.
Yeah. Now, you don't always want to do that. A lot of times when they're in a position like that, they might be coming back after, you know, like aerialing or something, and mid-boost wasn't there, so like, okay, well, I'm just going to go back to net, maybe grab this corner boost, watch the ball. But they're going to probably be flipping when they're out of boost, so they're not going to be able to take that pass, because you can't stop a dodge. Look, hey, someone's passing me, dodge. Oh, I can't stop. So,
we're going to the amateur bracket.
$6,000 in purchases. Error.
now just try to think of that as a priority, and then if you are in front, what you should do is if you're going back for boost or whatever, align yourself with the boost ahead of time and then turn on ball cam, and just see what your teammate's about to do. As long as you don't move your stick, you'll still be able to go for boost, and if they are about to, you can just do 180 power slide and probably do something with it.
Mention this ad to receive $10 $30 qualifying purchase. Office Depot. Gear up for great. Excludes technology valid in select stores only. Ask an associate
Amateur
for
bracket.
details and 1224.
Is the amateur bracket open right now?
No, because we're the only pool that's been
Okay. A main thing, though, is your prioritization is a power hit clear. It either has to be a power pass, so then your teammate can get power by redirecting it to a clear, or so it gets to them quickly so you get control. And the thing is power clears are completely reliant on your rotation. Your rotation should be smooth, both of you. Like, for example, say I'm in net, someone's just slightly in front of me because they were in net previously and I just rotated in. And then someone is just now challenging the ball or just finished challenging. This person right here should hear the guy behind him and be like, okay, I'm going to move forward so I can challenge this ball. You don't have to challenge it right now, but you need to be separated from me or from whoever's back. Because from whoever's back, I'm going to predict you to do something because you're in front of me. You're the one who should do something in the first place. And you just sit there for a second and then hesitate. The ball is going to go up off the backboard, and you're going to try to aerial it slow because you just waited. And then now I'm like, oh crap, he just missed it. I have to predict this shot because the bounce is coming from the wall back out to them. Because they're likely going to hit it off the back wall to get it back to themselves. That's the best way to create pressure, because if the ball is cleared hard and high like this, it's just bad for the defending team unless you have someone on the back wall ahead of time. So if you hear someone behind you or someone saying, I'm back, even if he's not directly in net right then and there, he'll be in net in like a full second. At the pace of this game, sometimes a quarter of a second. So you should then move up to separate yourselves. You want to create space. Because here's what happens. If you have two people in the same spot, so I'm here and you're just barely in front of me after me getting right back, basically we're in this small subsection and only you can get just slightly in front of me and I can get slightly behind you. But if you're right here and say you're moving a little bit, you can get things much more forward than me. Well, I can get things much more back than you. And then this guy who just finished challenging, if you pass to him or if the ball goes his way, he can then redirect it to pass back to you or just clear it. So you need to create space between you and your teammates. If you don't, the less space you have, the harder it is to cover what they're going to hit. Because they could hit it completely to the right of us. If we're both right here and then he's up there, like just finished an aerial. If they hit it up like this, off this backboard and just crosses, you and I are in the same spot, you're probably going to bump me or whatever, blah, blah. But even if I respond immediately to it, you and I are still in the same spot when we can't cover.
Okay.
And before, remember whenever I was telling you about challenging, going for 50-50s and you have to be on top of that? This is reliant on your rotation. For example, if I just challenged a ball or whatever, aerial, and I came down, I had no boost, there's a couple likely scenarios. First off, I'm likely going to go for boost first thing, unless you call out a pass to me, or whatever. So I'm probably going to be dodging, and this is what I was saying earlier, make sure you watch his movement. But if I'm out of boost, I'm not going to be able to take the pass. But at the same time, I won't be able to challenge either because my momentum's going backwards. And if I power slide turn around, I don't have any speed, I can't get any speed or height to challenge anything, unless it's like right on top of me. So you shouldn't expect me to challenge, and I shouldn't expect you to challenge when you're out of boost, which is also why you should call out when you're going to be out of boost. Not whenever you're currently out of boost, but when you're going to be. So you could say I'm low, like right during the aerial. Or whatever. So then I wouldn't expect to pass you if you're out or whatever. And then I don't expect you to challenge it so I can move up further, and I can expect you to rotate back rather than challenge. Because the majority of 3v3 is pure rotation that supports the most challenging and creating the most pressure. If I expect you to go for it and then you're out of boost, I'm like, oh crap, well, I guess I should have moved up. And then now that's an extra 2 or 3 seconds of me going up there to challenge the ball, rather than you saying, I'm low mid-aerial, okay, you can't challenge this next thing, so I'm going to move up, I'm going to boost for it, challenge, and you're already most way back toward net. Not even counting the fact that you have a third teammate somewhere ready for my challenge to be done. So, You want to challenge when you're closest, but also when you're at the correct time and angle to do so. You don't want to challenge backwards like this. Say he's on the ball on the left, and you two are going to hit it like this, where I'm right here and he's like directly to the left of me. So that's just likely going to pinch in. Your only challenge backwards is to direct pass it to somebody if you know you're going to beat them. If not, then you just don't touch that ball and just say, not me, like as soon as possible.
Okay.
And this is all reliant on communication based. With randoms, I can't say anything.
It's okay. We stopped playing randoms a while back.
And then your power shots and aim, this is also for you, Acidic, is based off the center of gravity of your car. So basically, or center of gravity, center of mass, my bad. So if I'm like right here, draw a line from the center of my car to the center of the ball.
Okay.
Notice how it goes that direction. So if you draw that line, you know where the ball is going to go if it hits you like that. But that's only if you hit it straight on, like your momentum's going that way. If your momentum's like sideways-ish, like this, it depends on your momentum. It's also the reason why dribbling works the way it does. Because if you draw center of a line from your center, direct center, I'm just balancing it on the center of my car, and it's not really gaining any speed. You see that. But if I slow down and it gets in front of me, it speeds up.
Oh, so you have to slow down and make the ball speed up when you're dribbling?
You have to get the ball slightly in front of your center of mass, which essentially means you slow down.
Ah, okay. I never knew that.
And at the same time, if you want it to slow down, you get in front of it.
You get in front of it.
And then it slows it down. You see that?
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
So this
Physics!
Yes.
It's not real physics.
It's Rocket League physics.
Yeah, it's center of mass. If it was a center of mass and it was based off of just, you know, the hitboxes and shit like that and the angles, only angles with your car, then it would be unpredictable. You hit it at this like slightly weird angle and go way off to the left instead of forward left or whatever. And it's just typically unpredictable with real life physics, so this is how dribbling works and this is how all aiming works. So whenever I aim for a ball, I just try to put the center of my car on the opposite side of the ball, and it goes that way. And this might help with your aiming consistency. At the same time, to get the most power, you don't want to just graze the ball, you want to hit the ball center of mass. Somebody just like put the ball like up and it bounces. Ah, crap, that didn't come nearly off the wall as I wanted it to. Let's try that again. Okay, so I'm going to try to hit this ball center of mass, and it goes perfect. With a lot of power. And I didn't dodge there, I just jumped.
You just jumped.
If I dodged, that would have been super powerful. Because I still had momentum to gain from the dodge. So let's try that again. Center of mass with the dodge. Notice how much power that got? This is how we're able to get consistent power hits. Is we just hit the center of mass of the ball. At the same time, if the ball is traveling at you, it's going to go more powerful. Jump, center of mass, power. Go up, hit the center of mass, power. Now, the center of mass doesn't really matter, like, if it's, like, this high or whatever, you know, the center of the ball. As long as you're drawing a straight line from your car's impact point and center of mass to the center of mass ball. If you just graze the side like this, you're not going to get very much power.
Okay.
Just barely, so... Center and you're fine. Also, Acidic, I've noticed that you like tend to lean back a lot when you go for aerials and you just hit it like with the underside of your car. You want to try to prioritize the bumper. When going for an aerial, it's your biggest thing. So even if I need to lean back a lot, I lean forward at the last second. You kind of like want to be like just barely slightly behind the ball. And then you use your lean forward to lean toward it and hit it with your bumper.
Okay.
it's ridiculously close how you have to be. Because a lot of times, if you go up like right for the center of mass from the beginning, and by the time you lean forward, you might hit the underside of the ball rather than the center of mass, and you might look something like, say this, where, hey, look, I'm gonna hit the center of mass. Oh,
Right.
it just doesn't go any forward. So you want to be slightly behind it and then lean forward toward it, and you get a lot of power. As for rebounds, the rebounds are typically just normal physics. It bounces out at an equal angle it comes in, roughly. It does lose some velocity, and the spin affects the bounce. For example, if I just do a backflip flick, watch where this ball ends up. Notice how I'm traveling in a straight line with it? Boom. It just altered by 10 degrees. So the spin does affect the bounce, and you have to be mindful of it. It changed by like 5 degrees there, so it's important because then, say if you put a ball on the rebound over there, okay, I gotta count for it, and boom. You can just easily learn the bounces by repetition, really. Just do custom training with a ball shot at the wall. The only thing you won't be able to do is emulate a spin in the custom trainer. So it just shoots it with no spin.
Every pool is playing that also.
That's fine. Lastly, with a fast aerial, fast aerials are the only aerial I do. I don't do this.
Right.
Ever. It just takes too much time. Compare this to this.
Yep.
And that one was even a slow version of mine. That's probably the fastest I'm gonna get it right now. A good way to practice how quick your double jump is first, you just line yourself up in a net, free play or whatever. Hold your A button and let go. If you reach the maximum height, then let go sooner. Hold, let go. Hold, let go. Hold, let go. Up until you stop reaching maximum height like this, you're letting go too soon. So you want to hold it for that amount of time and then immediately press double jump. Which is pretty fast. If you feel like you're going too late like this, try to let go sooner and see if you keep that height. If you don't, try to hold down just a little bit longer and then immediately double press. Like as soon as you hold for the allotted time, double jump. It's immediate. Now, a lot of problem people have with fast aerials is they tend to jump, lean back, and boost.
Yeah,
so they
backwards thing.
So they jump, lean back, and boost. So I'm doing it by habit, the good way by habit now. Jump, lean back, and boost at the same time, but you don't really want to do that because your analog stick takes time to travel behind. So you're losing those like so-and-so milliseconds. What you want to do is just a half a second before you press the jump button, or a quarter of a second. Hold your analog stick back already. That way you get the fastest lean back possible. All you have to do is just let go.
Let go of the analog stick when you jump.
Not when you jump, but when you let go of your, or like a split second before you let go of your hold button. See? Notice how quick that is now? Whereas if I jump, lean back, and then let go, it's a little bit slower, so hold your left stick ahead of time and you can just double jump a little bit quicker. Now if you make these mechanical mistakes, like say doing a fast aerial and then hitting it, and then you try to hit it again and you miss, or you try doing a power slide and you challenge and you do some weird thing and then hit it a weird way or whatever, that's fine. Mechanical mistakes are fixable. But creating a bad habit of not challenging because you're not confident enough or because you don't think you're fast enough,
this holiday season,
it doesn't matter, because even if you don't make it there in time or you get a bad hit, you're preventing the opponents from doing their plans. They have a plan to center. They have a plan to directly pass it to a teammate. They have a plan to save it. But if you are there and they see you are going after it, they might have to change their plan on where they put the ball. or they have to try to get it past you when they might hit it directly into you by accident. So challenging is very, very good for that.
And over 90,000 employees working hard every day to earn your business.
You guys also tend to like hit the brakes and stop a lot and just watch.
Voice provider.
Don't really do that unless you're the one inside of the net.
Click the banner.
If you're anywhere on the field, you generally don't want to stop. You want to be traveling at roughly this speed constantly. That way when you boost, you just boost a little bit and dodge, and now you're supersonic. Whereas if you just are over here, they're about to hit the ball, you wait, and then now you're supposed to challenge. You don't have any forward momentum to challenge. You want to conserve that momentum. Just keep moving at roughly this speed. And use your power slide to do 180 turns or whatever. And this should lead you to be faster.
Do you half flip a lot?
No. Half flips are only useful when you're out of position. So say for example in 1v1 or whatever, you hit the ball and you land like this. Okay? Half flip, done. But in 3v3, if you're in proper position, why do you need to half flip? Like, at all? If I'm like moving right here, they're about to hit the ball, just U-turn power slide and go for it. Or whatever. If I'm usually never like backwards to where I need to be. I make sure to use my power slide to face the direction I need to be, and you don't need a half flip. Now, even if like the ball goes over you, like over your head, it's faster to do this than it is to hit the brakes, reverse, half flip, gain acceleration, and then still be in a bad position. So notice how much faster that is on me.
Yep.
So half flipping is only good if you're actually making a mistake and you have like less momentum or whatever. So say for example I make a mistake, I'm like, oh shit, I'm the last one back, I try to half flip that. Or I go past the ball and they're about to challenge it, so I'm like, okay, half flip pass, go back, they pass it, I'm already back in net. But it's only if you make a pure and utter positioning mistake that you can't counteract or whatever with a power slide. So this is why you rarely see half flips in RLCS from anybody, because they're already like facing where they want to be, like this. See, face done. And this all stems from power sliding. But power sliding, I can tell you right now, if you gave me the decision to take away my ability to aerial really high and sometimes moderate height, or take away my ability to power slide, I guarantee you I'd rather have power slide. Like, let me put this into perspective for you, right? I'm going for boost, ball's about behind me, it's probably about to get launched. Power slide, it gets launched, done, aerial. Or if I'm going back in net, someone's dribbling it right behind me. Power slide, I'm ready to save. If I'm going for, say, I'm coming in at a weird angle, right? Power slide 90 degrees, maybe power slide 90 degrees, done. Power sliding is an extension of my movement. It's, without it, I wouldn't be able to do over half the things I do, because I wouldn't be able to turn around fast enough. Like, finally, done, aerial, nope, jump down, reverse, try to turn around. See, it's just, it takes too much time. Yeah, if I had my power slide, like say, oh, I go past this ball, I'm not gonna hit the brakes, try to turn around, have no momentum, oh, miss it. Or I can just power slide, hit it, done. It's a conservation of my momentum, and it's probably one of the most important things in competitive play. I can guarantee you that Cuxier uses his power slide just more than he uses his jump button. Like, we probably power slide more than we aerial. It's just not obvious because we're so fast and you don't see like when they press a button except for when they have it on stream. And very rarely do we do bad power slides either. Like a bad power slide is this.
Yeah.
Where it just stops all your momentum. You might as well have just did this and half flipped. Oh, they're both, the half flip's slightly slower, but boom, power slide, shot. And then power slide's used in the shadowing position a lot too. So we just skip this.
Wow, we gotta wait that long? Jeez.
No, 24 from my goal. That's how long we've been waiting.
So, like, say for example, if I'm on defense or whatever, right? I have one teammate right there to my right, and I have someone challenging the ball in their opponent corner, way by that corner boost. Now, typically, what many bad players will tend to do is they just tend to sit like this and watch, and then they might do U-turn power slide. But sitting will leave you no momentum. So if they get a power clear, you have to gain some momentum and U-turn power slide, and it's bad. And it's just bad. What good players tend to do is they tend to shadow like this, where they leave ball cam on and just power slide over and over again. Just based on where the ball is going. If the ball is going left, they come this direction, and then they might go back. It just depends on where they think the ball might go, but they shadow like this, so they can keep on their feet. And of course they use boost, so they use boost, hit this pad, use boost, hit this pad, try to hit another pad, boost. Because they're trying to keep their speed up in case, you know, they get a power clear, like, oh shit, power clear. Power sliding is ridiculously important in almost everything, from challenging to going back to net, from being ready for a save, from being ready for a shot, from shadowing. Like, it's ridiculous how important the power slide is. And the faster you go, the less effective your turning radius is.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the funny thing is all these YouTube videos go over everything but power sliding.
It's stupid, and I hate it.
And that was like
Power
one of,
sliding.
yeah, that was like one of the first things Use Wolf told me.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think it's one of the first things I go over too in a private coaching session, and not a 3v3 tournament thing. Because in 3v3 tournament, like, everything matters, everything. But like, to a fundamental individual play, power sliding is everything. Like, it's just as important as dodging. It's just as important as aerials. It's just as important as walls.
You're making me dizzy.
I'm sorry.
I was in your play review, and then you were just like turning and turning and turning. I'm like, okay.
Now, when you're power sliding, I know you let go of the boost, but how much of an angle do you give it before you boost again? So I usually do 45.
Until you face like about 45 degrees away from where you're going, you essentially just at least want to start facing forward, because the whole main thing with boost is you want to go forward faster. Forward's that direction. So as long as you begin to face like here, you're fine because you're gaining speed forward. Okay. So there's the ball. Like, I'm about 45 degrees. I'm still going forward speed. Even like 60 degrees like this can still be acceptable. You don't really want to do it because you go sideways a lot and you might overturn. So 45 is a little bit more acceptable. But you can also counteract that by turning left and right ahead of time. So if I want to say power slide to hit this, I turn right, power slide inwards, and now I'm on the same line. Closer to the same line now. So, done. Keeping your speed up is most important, because if you notice, like, if you've ever watched RLCS, they're ridiculously fast. Really everyone is ready for something, besides, like, weird random stuff that shouldn't happen, like a miss. And so if you keep your speed up, you'll be ready to save a ball you normally wouldn't have, or go for a shot you normally wouldn't have. If you just sit here, hit the brakes, you have to boost, accelerate, air acceleration's slow. But instead, if you just slow down and maybe coming at a different angle, you can just, boom, be ready for it. So even if you, like, it would be less often to go at that angle, but if you want to keep your speed, you just, do a small power slide and go for it, and you can beat them there. And power sliding is more than just U-turns, by the way. Like, the U-turn is probably the most useful, because you're always going to be able to you turn in net or whatever. But just 120 degree, 90 degree, and just these smaller, sharper turns like this. Boom, boom, boom. Like, you normally can turn these, you know, kind of sharp. But just a small, quicker snap can help. So, snap, boom.
One more balls in the finish.
It's also how many people seem to think I'm a hacker when I face against challengers. How are you everywhere? You're so fast. When do you run out of boost? Well, I don't need boost if I'm already keeping my speed, aren't I? I'm traveling at this speed. I don't need to use my boost, do I? No, I don't. Oh, ball is there? Use my boost. Boost downwards. Grab a pad or two. Boost back. Do a speed dodge backwards. Grab a couple more pads. They shoot it. I have enough boost to fast aerial. Done. I mean, what are you doing?
He blew him up.
I want to see how long it would take you to notice.
Hey, I'm trying to learn here. Go away.
When you jumped, it put me in the air too.
Yesterday I dribbled Jupa. I was like, get out of my way, and I just started dribbling.
Yeah, he dribbled me for a shot. It was hilarious. I was like on top of him the whole time.
That isn't. Are you gonna air dribble me? How to air dribble cars 101.
He's air dribbling you?
You wanted to?
Get on your roof. Okay, you're gonna come this way with me, okay? That's not the right way. You want to be this way. There you go. Oh. You don't ever come off the wall. You're not a ball.
You're not a ball.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means the ball likes to come off the wall when I hit it. You prick!
I read that part.
Dude, go away. I want to see someone air dribble on an auction. I never see it.
Nope, wrong team. Come on.
Oh, crap. See what you did? Someone's knocking on my door. So, after I do this...
There you go.
Wow. That's cool.
I'll be right back. Answer my door.
Okay.
Fight me! I dare you! Join Blue, I dare you. Maybe I'll just do it.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, I was gonna air dribble.
You can go ahead. Probably not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, but you can't do it. Everyone always hits it too hard.
Yeah, double touch. Whoop-de-doo.
I know. I just kind of give up on them because they're not really worth it with the games I play.
They really aren't. Like, there's only this sweet spot of skill that allows you to pull them off consistently. Like, say maybe against all-stars, so around your skill level. So if you learn to do them, like right now, and you do them really consistently, you'll get it. You'll probably get plenty of goals. But then once you start getting to champion, super champion, then they're pointless because everybody predicts it. And if you mess up, you're out of boost, you're out of position, etc., etc. That was a shitty air dribble, by the way. Just like 3 or 4 touches. I jumped off the wrong way.
Thanks for the goal.
So we're just waiting for a game? Is this...
We're just waiting for the pools to be over with.
Wow. Then I don't see any update when I log in.
There's multiple ways to start an air dribble too. The most commonly known way is the wall. But you can get it off of a bounce too. I jumped the wrong way.
Yeah, the bounce ones seem more useful than the ones in the wall.
Yeah, because they're harder to predict. So
spectate me.
Off of a bounce, boom. Why do you want to be spectated?
Because I'm watching you.
No, why does the Acidic want to be spectated?
I don't know why he doesn't want to spectate.
I was just turtling.
Oh, boo-hoo. Turtle.
Why are you so mean?
I don't know. Why am I? You did this to me! And then there's off the roof dribble. Oh, you... That's why I'm mean to you.
That is true.
So, say you start dribbling with the roof.
You flicked it and then you got up.
I didn't flick, I just popped in. A flick is this, where it's on your car, and then you just do a dodge.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you don't even let it go up in there, you just dodge. Ah,
Yeah.
okay, that's a flick.
Yeah, you see me do that all the time in twos.
Yeah, I just never seen it on the replays, it's weird.
Nice shot, by the way.
But the pop is also kind of important too. Because then you can just do a double jump.
Delight the one you love with something unexpected. Visit Hellsberg.com to find even more beautiful surprises starting at $149.99. It all comes
It's just a pop. You just pop it up in the air and then done.
Yeah, you make it look easy.
For me it is, for you it's not.
Yeah, it's not. Because every time I do it, the ball goes flying in the air.
You do have to realize that I have a mastery of physics, so I just know like what the ball is going to do when I do what, like 99% of the time.
Welcome to America's fastest.
But a good way to get you started is just put it about slightly in front of your center of mass and it doesn't go as high. If you have it like on your dead center, like say... Can you not?
Yeah, that's off, right?
So, off my center. No, sorry, that was slightly behind me. Notice how it goes slightly higher than my car. But the biggest ordeal with that is even if you do have it not that high, so you're gonna have difficulty getting in front of you. It's just gonna be like above you rather than. So, see?
Yeah. And that's usually what happens to me.
So you just want it slightly in front of you. That way you can just follow it.
Got it.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Go downstairs and leave me alone. Now.
Okay. Mute your mic next time.
I thought I pressed the mute button. I lose patience when it comes to my nieces. They just bug too much. Like, I am patient with most things, but when it comes to little kids, hero.
And I have two little ones too. That's funny. I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old.
My nieces are 5 and 4, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't really remember their ages too much. Not my problem. I'm not buying them gifts. Are we still waiting? Jesus.
Yeah, we're still waiting.
These 3 pulls are taking forever.
Are they like, did someone just have like a massive overtime game or something?
Yes.
Yeah, knowing that going backwards makes the ball go faster in dribbles, I never knew that. It's gonna help me a lot.
Or just being behind it.
Yeah.
Slightly. Just slightly. Like, it's not even like being completely behind it. It just has to be slightly in front of your center of mass. Just slightly, like this. Notice how it just gained speed and I lost it. And this is why you'd use your boost to
balance it.
Yeah, so. See?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's supersonic. But notice how I'm keeping my speed, like, no matter what I do. So I hit the ball, I have some speed, ball's going somewhere, I power slide back to net. And this is how I'm so fast to a lot of things that you're probably like, okay, how is he this fast?
Yeah.
It's just simple mastery of power slide. And also, a lot of times whenever I said I got it, you think I'm like perfectly backwards or whatever, like it was going back to our net like this. I'm like, okay, I got it. And you're like, oh, okay. Because you didn't think I'd get it.
Right.
You'd have to, now you're able to trust my call out because you know how quick I can turn around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, probably like half a second.
Mm-hmm.
So that's useful. Aw. And for power hits, one major detail is to dodge at the very last possible split second.
Mm-hmm.
Because the idea is that you're...
Yep. I dropped my controller.
Yep. I believe you. If you just delay... If your dodge is too early, you'll hit it with your roof. And it doesn't get any power. You see that?
Yeah.
You hit it with your bumper, perfect. So in order to hit it with your bumper, you have to dodge late. Just be sure you dodge right before you hit it. And also your impulse, or whatever, is strongest, like, at the very beginning. I don't know why, but even if you hit it with your bumper, but you dodge slightly too early, it's not as powerful as if you dodged it perfectly at that time. Like the split second before you hit it, you see? So, even just slightly too early like that, you're not going to get too much power. It has to be at the last possible split second. And this is just for dodges. For normal hits, you just hit it with your bumper and you're perfectly fine. And you didn't get that because you're using Indominus.
Wow, that's rude. No, I'm just kidding.
Narrow.
No, it's because it literally wasn't tall enough to hit it right off the wall.
Yeah, I don't get the Dominus, I suck with it.
There's some arguments saying that the Dominus hits better. I once argued with another Grand Champion, like, oh, it's got longer center mass. I'm like, Silence confirmed all the hits are normalized. Oh, it spins faster because it's further away. Yeah, so? How do you know that spin applies to the momentum of the ball? It's traveling in a perpendicular direction to the ball by the time you hit it. It shouldn't add any momentum to it because it's a completely different direction. And then he just didn't reply to me. I'm like, dude, just stop. Unless Silence confirms if that's the case, when otherwise they have stated all cars are normalized and equal, then there's no reason to argue that the Dominus hits harder. Now, it might be easier to time because the bumper is very obvious on the Dominus, but it doesn't hit harder.
I like the Octane because I feel like I turn faster with it.
Maybe slightly. Either that or it's the same.
Well, also the power sliding timing is different too on the Dominus.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that throws me off.
All power sliding is different from one another.
Yeah.
The power slide timing on the Breakout compared to the Octane is different compared to the Masamune, compared to the Dominus.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a little micro timing that you have to master. Because with the Octane, I can just do this, turn sharp,
right.
call it good.
Yeah,
but
that's why I like it, because it's simple.
Yeah, but with the Scarab, if I use the exact same timing, I might do this, and then it just does that weird flicky thing.
Right.
Where
So,
okay. Go ahead.
So I know that pull two So two pull two matches are taking 50 minutes each.
What?
Yeah, one game has been delayed 42 minutes.